Today's back to school spot, we are having a look at the Dudley, the fully loaded backpack. Another knapsack from the good folks over at Dudley. This one actually is nice because I like the compartments and the different pockets that comprise this knapsack. Now, Spot got it in yellow. Spot picked this up in yellow, but it does come also in other colors as well. Initially, at the time that the bag was first produced, it had the option that you could name this bag. It was a little contest that Dudley was holding, and you could win a chance to name the bag. And unfortunately, since then, the bag has been named. It's now the fully loaded. It's about a little smaller. It's a little smaller than the fat backpack that Spot has already reviewed. But this one definitely is not short on compartments, and that's one thing I really like about some of the Dudley knapsacks. But it is a little bit smaller, but on the front, Spot's going to try his best, as always, to get this all on camera, because it is, again, still a large enough bag. On the front, you've got the Dudley metal tag. There's a little blue thing that's a little tag that you can just peel off like so. In case you were wondering, Spot, it's blue! No, it's not. You just peel this off. It says Dudley on the front. You've got yourself 2 pockets featured in the front. A little bit of mesh that if you want to keep some of your easy-to-grab things. I don't want to say that necessarily because there's even easier areas to get those, whatever you need right away. I'll get into that in a second. You've got yourself a handle, very crucial for when you're carrying your work. Spot relied solely on the handle a lot of times carrying my schoolwork home. Sometimes the bag just got too heavy. Spot was ending up just dragging this not this poor bag, but my poor bag on the ground. And then I'd get home and my mom would say, "What did you do to that bag?" I was dragging it. I don't know, somehow I have an older voice as a child and my mother has a boy's voice. I don't know. But it does have a main zipper on the front, which I will do efforts to unzip there. And we've got a storage compartment on either side. Of course, you've got your main front section that you can keep all your books, your magazines, perhaps if you read comic books or something that, of course, you would want to read them during recess, not in class, because that's bad. That's what Joey Jeremiah would do in Degrassi, and you know how often he'd get in trouble by Mr. Radich. You've got your main bag, your main opening area here, where you have a mesh in the inside, mesh further down there as well. And then you've got a section here for your pens, your pencils. Perhaps up here you could keep your cell phone or your media player. The beauty of it, though, and some pockets there as well, this would be ideal for your iPad. And the reason why I say that is because right here, this section here is at about a good enough clearance to fit your iPad, or because if you have your media player here, either or, you can run, that's one thing I really like about the fully loaded backpack, you can run your headphones, your earbuds, as they say on the school field, you can run it through the backpack, and it comes out, see my finger right there? It actually can come out the top there, indicating where you can have your earbuds. Especially if it's on a rainy day or something where you want to keep your stuff inside, you can still listen to your music while you're walking with your knapsack. So that's also a really nice touch. Zip this up. Zip it up, zip it up, zip it up. On the inside, where you would have the knapsack against your back, luckily there are 2 cushions, lower cushion, upper cushion, to protect your back, so you're not going to feel a lot of the strain, especially if you've got sharp-cornered textbooks. Oh, I've had those before as well, but at least this is going to give you some nice added protection and added support. The coolest feature, surprisingly enough, is not necessarily the earbuds, the little earbud port, but it's actually these pockets right here. Now imagine, I was going to say close your eyes, but don't close your eyes because then you won't be able to watch this review. But imagine, if you will, while you're walking, this would be obviously around your shoulders. One thing I really like about this, and I haven't seen many knapsacks doing this, is that you've got these little two flaps, these little two pocket areas, cushioned as well, but they stick further in front of the knapsack. So essentially, while you're carrying it, you've got yourself side pockets. So while you're carrying your work or you're heading home, you can keep things like your cell phone, your wallet, your ID conveniently placed in these little side pockets. The worst part, especially like if you're, a lot of kids still, you yourself might take a bus to school, for example, or really anywhere while you're walking. The worst thing you'd have to do is start taking your knapsack off and rummaging through your knapsack to find out stuff, to pull out stuff that you need right away. The idea of having these little side pouches, you can keep all your stuff packed away, and then you can easily get to it when you need it. Yes, in fact, you are correct. There's the mini claw advertised on the side there. So as you will see too when I do the review of it, you can take the claw and lock it, keeping the zippers together, keeping everything that you want protect and secure. So I really like this knapsack. Again, it's a little bit smaller. It's a little bit smaller than the fat backpack that Spot's already reviewed. But what I really like about this is for its size, it's got a lot of pockets where you need them. And more importantly, I really like the side pockets. That is such a really great idea that Dudley has come up with. For me, I would have loved a knapsack like this in school or heading home from school, because sometimes I'd have to take the bus and I would do the old, I left my change in my knapsack, I'd drop the knapsack, I'd open it up, I'd have to rummage inside finding where I put my wallet. It'd be right there. So this is a really fun backpack. Again, it comes in different colors and whatnot, and it is available in most places that sell currently the back-to-school items. I know you're still shopping for back-to-school, guys. I myself was still buying back-to-school stuff in October. So if you are needing a knapsack, definitely you want to consider something like this. Today's Back to School Spot, we're having a look at the Dudley, the fully loaded, and certainly it was, the fully loaded backpack. Thanks for watching, as you always do, guys. Certainly stick around. Spot's got more Back to School Spots heading your way. See you guys next time.